Welcome back, Excel Edge Realty listeners. Today we're taking a deep dive into something super important for all you aspiring and current Filipino real estate salespeople, agents, and realtors out there.
That's right, the rental market.
I'm Lex, and this is Vera, our expert for this deep dive.
Hi, everyone.
Now, we know you're all about closing deals and building those amazing real estate careers.
And let's face it, finding those great leads can be one of the biggest challenges.
That's why mastering the ins and outs of the Filipino rental market is like having a secret weapon in your arsenal.
Think of it like this. You wouldn't sell a winter coat in the Philippines in July, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need to know your market inside and out.
So let's break down those key dynamics at play in the Filipino rental market right now.
Perfect. So Vera, tell us, what's happening with rent prices these days?
Well, we've seen some interesting trends recently. After a pretty wild period of growth, things are starting to cool down, particularly in those busy urban areas. Think Metro Manila.
Okay, so things are stabilizing a bit.
Yeah, but it's not a one-size-fits-all situation. Some areas are still seeing prices climb while others are leveling off. Makati, for example, only saw about a 2% increase this year compared to that crazy 8% jump in 2023.
Wow, that's quite a difference. So what's behind these price fluctuations?
Well, demand and supply always play a major role.
Makes sense.
And right now, we're seeing a ton of people moving into urban areas, which puts pressure on rental availability and, of course, pushes up prices in those desirable locations.
Location, 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 as they say.
Absolutely. But it's not just the physical location.
Great.
It's about understanding what your target tenants find desirable.
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah, so who are we talking about in the Filipino rental market? Who are these renters?
Yeah, fill us in.
We're seeing a big increase in young professionals, especially in tech jobs.
Yeah.
Imagine almost 50% of renters in Metro Manila are between 25 and 34 years old.
Wow, that's a significant chunk of the market.
It is, and they want things like proximity to business districts, co-working spaces, reliable internet, the whole modern connected lifestyle package.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
These are the folks shaping the future of work, right? Those digital nomads, startup founders, freelancers.
Exactly. If you want to connect them with the right property, you have to get their lifestyle.
Okay, so we've got a picture of who our target audience is and where they want to be.
Right.
But what about the legal stuff?
Yeah.
We need to make sure we're doing things by the book, right?
Absolutely. Lease agreements are the foundation of every landlord-tenant relationship. Knowing the ins and outs of local laws is super important. For example, in the Philippines, it's standard for lease agreements to have specific clauses that outline who's responsible for repairs and maintenance.
Oh, interesting. So that protects both the landlord and the tenant from any unexpected expenses or disagreements.
Exactly. Clarity and transparency are key.
For sure. Now let's zoom out a little. How do those big economic factors like inflation and interest rates play into all of this?
They have a huge impact. Inflation can drive rental prices up because landlords need to cover their own rising costs.
Right.
And when interest rates climb, buying a home becomes more expensive.
So more people are pushed towards renting.
Exactly. And that potentially increases demand in the rental market.
So we need to be adaptable, ready to shift our strategies based on what's happening in the larger economy.
Precisely. And part of that adaptability means understanding what types of rental properties are trending. Single-family homes are always a strong choice, but we're also seeing a rise in demand for short-term rentals, especially for tourists and those digital nomads we were talking about.
Okay, so diversifying those investment options is key.
Definitely.
So where is this all heading? What does the future hold for the Filipino rental market? What should we be preparing for?
Well, technology is going to become even more essential. We're already seeing so much of the property management and tenant services move online.
It's the way of the world now.
It is, and sustainability is a growing concern. Renters are prioritizing energy-efficient features and eco-friendly practices.
So to stay ahead of the game, we need to embrace technology, understand these shifting preferences, and consider how these trends will influence the types of properties that will be in demand.
Exactly. This is crucial information for anyone who really wants to thrive in the Filipino rental market.
All right, Excel Edge Realty listeners, we've laid the groundwork here, understanding those factors that drive the market. Now let's get down to brass tacks. How to generate those leads and turn them into satisfied clients.
That's where the real magic happens, and we'll dive into that right after this.
Stay with us.
Okay, we're back. Let's dive into some proven strategies for generating those all-important leads. I mean, leads are the lifeblood of real estate, wouldn't you say?
You got it. And we've got some powerful tactics specifically geared towards the Filipino market. Remember, we're talking mid-price to high-ticket properties here, so Targeting those efforts effectively is key. All right, so let's start with the obvious one. Online presence.
Yeah.
If you're not online in today's world, you're practically invisible, all right?
Totally. But it's not just about being online, it's about having a smart strategy. There are some amazing platforms out there that Filipino renters love.
Like what? Fill us in.
Well, you've got your big players like Zillow Rental Manager, Apartments.com, Realtor.com, Rent.com, and Trulia, all fantastic places to list those beautiful properties.
And don't forget social media. That's where everyone is these days, right? Facebook, Instagram, maybe even TikTok.
Oh, absolutely. Social media is a must. You can create really engaging content, run ads that target exactly the people looking for those mid-price to high-ticket rentals, and really connect with potential clients.
It's all about building those relationships, right?
For sure. And speaking of connections, how we showcase those properties online matters a lot. So how do we create listings that really stand out, those that are irresistible?
Yeah, how do we make them pop?
You got to capture attention and spark desire. It's about selling the whole lifestyle, not just square footage. Professional, high-quality photos are a must. Think bright, inviting images that highlight the best features, especially the luxurious touches that Excel Edge Realty is known for.
And I bet virtual tours are a huge help too. Those are pretty popular now.
Huge game changer. They let potential renters experience the property from anywhere. But you still need great descriptions, to paint a picture with words. Highlight those unique features. Talk about the surrounding neighborhood. Maybe mention that cool coffee shop nearby or the exclusive fitness center. Sell that lifestyle that comes with renting that specific property.
Okay, we've covered online strategies, but what about a more, traditional approach? I'm thinking cold calling. Is that still effective in the Filipino market?
It can be, especially in a culture where personal connections are so valued. But you have to do it right. Be aware of any regulations, have a strong script, focus on the benefits of working with Excel Edge Realty, of course, and really aim to build rapport instead of just pushing a sale.
It's all about trust and showing them that you truly care about helping them find that perfect place.
Right. And speaking of trust, word-of-mouth referrals are some of the strongest tools you've got. Satisfied clients are your best ads.
I totally agree. Happy clients will tell their friends and family, and there's nothing better than a personal recommendation.
Exactly. And there are ways to encourage those referrals. Offer incentives, a small discount on rent for a successful referral, maybe a gift certificate to a nice restaurant.
And don't forget those glowing online reviews. Those can make a big difference.
Oh, for sure. But building those relationships goes beyond just your clients. Networking with other real estate agents, businesses in the area, even community organizations can open up a whole world of potential leads.
It's all about connecting, becoming a trusted resource in the community.
Exactly. Now let's talk about your website, your digital storefront. It's a fantastic way to showcase your expertise, build that trust, provide valuable information to those potential clients, make sure it's well designed, easy to navigate, highlights those luxurious properties that Excel Edge Realty specializes in.
And it has to be, optimized for search engines so people can actually find you.
Absolutely. You want to be at the top of the results when someone searches for, say, luxury rentals in Makati or high-end properties in Manila.
And lastly, we can't forget good old-fashioned networking. Meeting people face-to-face is still one of the best ways to generate those leads and build those relationships that last, right?
Absolutely. Go to those industry events, join professional organizations, get out there and connect. Remember, real estate, it's a people business.
Okay, wow. We covered a lot here. We talked about those online strategies, crafting listings that people can't resist, cold calling, those valuable referrals, building a strong website, and the power of networking. But what happens when those leads become actual clients? How do we make sure we're providing excellent service and building that trust that turns those clients into, like, raving fans?
That's where the rubber meets the road. And you know what? We'll get into that right after this.
We're back, Excel Edge Realty listeners. We've gone from understanding the market to generating those leads.
And now it's time for the most important part. Turning those leads into those happy and loyal clients who trust you and recommend you to everyone they know.
Building those lasting relationships, that's what really sets you apart in this business.
That's it. And remember, we're talking about mid-price to high-ticket real estate at Excel Edge Realty. So those clients are looking for a certain level of service and expertise.
Absolutely. So how do we create that exceptional client experience from the moment you connect with them to the minute they sign on that dotted line?
First things first, you really need to understand what they need. Spend time listening to their wants, their budget, their lifestyle, the whole picture.
Don't just show them anything. Show them the property that's right for them.
Right, and show them you're genuinely interested. Ask questions. Address their concerns. Go above and beyond to find that perfect fit. Remember, this isn't just a transaction, it's helping someone find a place to call home.
It's about making that personal connection.
It is. Once you've found some potential properties, walk them through the whole process. Explain everything, applications, lease terms, everything. Make sure there are no surprises later.
Transparency is key.
For sure. And speaking of transparency, set those expectations right from the start. Let them know what they can expect from you, timelines, potential challenges.
No one likes to feel left out of the loop.
Exactly. And be a resource for them. Share information about the neighborhood, amenities, even things like local attractions, anything that could help them make their decision.
Become that go-to local expert.
Right. And when it comes to actually seeing those properties, offer in-person and virtual tours. Give them options that fit their schedule.
Having choices is always a good thing.
Yes. Keep them updated throughout the whole process, new listings, application status, even any market changes that could affect their search.
Communication is everything.
It really is. And honesty about the property's condition is essential. No hiding flaws or overselling features. Honesty always wins.
Trust is built on that honesty.
Absolutely. Once they find their perfect spot, help them with the documentation, explain things like cosigner arrangements, any other paperwork they need to fill out.
Make the whole experience as smooth as possible.
Yes. And think about offering those favorable terms, maybe a rent discount or lease concessions. It shows you're willing to work with them.
A win-win situation.
Exactly. And always be their advocate. Whether it's negotiating with the landlord or navigating challenges, be on their side.
It's about building that strong relationship of trust and loyalty.
Yes, and even after they move in, don't forget them. Check in, address any concerns, ask for feedback. How can you improve your service?
That follow-up goes a long way.
It really does. It shows you care about their happiness.
So we covered a lot today, but the big lesson here is that building those client relationships is an ongoing journey. It's about going the extra mile, exceeding expectations, and creating those raving fans who will recommend you to everyone.
You nailed it. It's about building a reputation for excellence, and that's what Excel Edge Realty is all about.
And remember, we're focusing on those mid-price to high-ticket properties. So you're already dealing with clients looking for a top-notch experience.
Exactly. Apply these strategies, and you'll be well on your way to a successful real estate career.
So here's a final thought for you all to consider. In real estate, knowledge is power. But those relationships you build, those are the real key to success.
Go out there, build connections, and make your mark on the Filipino rental market.
And to all our listeners, remember to check out www.exceledge.com.ph to learn more about Excel Edge Realty and how we can help you achieve those real estate dreams.
Oh, one more thing. Make sure you hit that follow button and share this deep dive with anyone who could use this knowledge. We want to empower you on your real estate journey.
Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.
Until next time.